Hi boys and girls, this is math for Monday 427 and we are going to review fractions as regions and then we're going to talk about fractions as sets. So if you do not have your math notebook, your pennies and your dimes, you're going to need a pencil. Please go pause it here and collect those things and come on back. If you're ready to go, we are looking at a delicious looking pizza, and if you notice our bottom corner here has the fraction telling us how many pieces this region is divided up into. So this piece represents 1/4 of this region. The region is the whole pizza, okay? So if I were going to ask you, boys and girls, to please write a fraction representing the region of this pizza that has green peppers, please write that down in your notebook, and I'm going to pause it and grab mine and we'll see if you're correct. Okay, did you get 2/4 of the pizza? 2 being the numerator and 4 being the denominator. The numerator is how many pieces of the region, 2, you can see 1, 2 green peppers, and the denominator is the total number that the region is divided up into. Okay, good, I'm sure you got that one. Now I'm going to rearrange the pizza and let's take a second look. Okay guys, now if we look at our bottom fraction here, we see it's now 1/8. The region, the whole pizza, has been divided up this time into 8 pieces. Now my sharp-eyed students are noticing that this pizza's combination of toppings is the same as the last pizza, but the difference is the size of the pieces of pizza. Now they're 1/8 of a whole rather than 1/4 of a whole. So go ahead and write what the green pepper topping pieces represent in this region. Write the fraction in your notebook, and then I'll write it and we'll see how you did. Okay, did you get 4 pieces in the numerator and 8 in the denominator? Awesome. 8 in the denominator is for the 8 pieces that the whole region is divided up into. And the 4 in the the numerator represent the regions that are sprinkled with peppers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's a little review of fraction by region. Now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about fractions as sets. So I will be right back. I've got to clear the pizzas and get out my pennies and dimes. So get your pennies and dimes ready. Okay guys, so we discussed fractions as regions, pieces of a whole, but fractions can also represent sets of objects, and the objects do not have to be the same. We can identify what parts of a set are what by using fractions. So I have my pennies and I have my dimes here, and my first practice problem I want to do with you is I would like you to please go ahead and take 7 pennies and let's do 3 dimes and let's line them up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do rows of 5, 6, 7, and then the rest are going to be dimes. 1, 2, 3. Now, here we have a nice, neat 2 rows of 5 making 10 set of coins. What fraction can we write to represent this set? Okay, so think about it. Remember that the denominator is all of the parts shown, and the numerator represents what part might be different. Okay, so let's write a fraction that represents how many of this set are pennies. How many of this set are pennies? So go ahead and try that. I'm going to write it and we'll see how you do. Okay, if you got 7/10, you are on the right track. If you didn't, let's go through how we got this number. So then we know the denominator is always the whole. How many are here all together? And we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 coins in our set. So that is the denominator. And the question was, how do we represent this set of coins showing a fraction that tells us how many pennies are in this set of 10. So then if you go back and you count your pennies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of this 10 are pennies. So we get 7/10 of the set. So you see we have two different types of coins here, but we can still represent this set as a fraction. Okay? Now what would be the fraction of dimes represented in this set? Well, we see there are 1, 2, 3 of 10. So we would just take that 7 and change it to a 10. And now we're representing the dimes in the set. Make sense? Let's do one more. I'm going to set it up. Okay, guys, could you please set your next set of coins up like this with 3 pennies and 4 dimes? Okay? And once you have that set up in your notebook, I would like you to please draw a fraction that represents the number of pennies in this whole set. So go ahead and write your fraction. Set this up first, write your fraction, and I'm going to pause it and write mine, and we'll see how you did. Okay, if you set it up correctly and wrote your fraction correctly, you are going to have 3 in the numerator and 7 in the denominator, because we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins total in our set. So that's the whole. What part are the pennies? 1, 2, 3. So the pennies make up 3 of the whole. So that's what goes in the numerator, okay? So 3/7 are pennies in this fraction. Okay, so that is just our quick introduction to fractions as a set. And you are, for the rest of math today, going to take a Google Forms quick check on practice division. So if you need to look at your multiplication table to help you with division facts, no problem. That's in your math notebook, remember, on the inside cover. Okay, thanks. I'll see you guys soon.